A man lies in bed at night, the room dark except for the glow of his phone. His day is over. His body is tired. Still, his thumb keeps moving. Images slide past. Vacations, bodies, careers, achievements announced in confident captions. He feels a small pull with each one, not strong enough to name, just enough to keep him there. When he finally puts the phone down, sleep does not come easily. Nothing is wrong, and yet something feels unfinished. This is a very modern kind of suffering. Desire today rarely comes from necessity. We are not hungry, not unsafe, not lacking shelter, and still desire keeps running. It no longer asks, "What do I need?" It asks, "What do they have?" Comparison has become the engine. We desire not because something is missing, but because something was displayed, a life curated and compressed into moments, stripped of boredom, doubt, and fatigue. The mind absorbs these images quietly, and without noticing, it begins to measure. Am I ahead or behind? Enough or not yet? Desire multiplies, not toward one clear object, but toward a moving horizon. As soon as something is reached, another image appears. The desire does not end, it updates. The Buddha spoke of desire not as a sin, but as a mechanism, a movement that promises satisfaction while keeping the mind in motion. Uncontrolled desire does not promise happiness. It promises effort, restless effort, the kind that never quite finishes. This is why even achievement can feel empty, why pleasure can be followed by fatigue. The desire was fulfilled, but the habit of desiring remained. Modern life accelerates this habit. We are exposed to thousands of lives we were never meant to compare ourselves to. Status becomes visible, success becomes quantified, worth becomes implied, and desire adapts. It stops listening to the body, stops asking what is enough. It listens instead to signals of ranking. Who is doing better? Who is admired? Who seems ahead? Desire becomes social, and social desire is exhausting because there is no finish line. Someone will always have more, be further, appear happier. The mind runs to keep up, but there is nothing to catch. The Buddha noticed this long before screens. He saw that desire feeds on imagination, on projection, on the belief that satisfaction lives somewhere else. Not here, not now, always after the next attainment. But the body lives here, and it pays the cost. Tightness in the chest, restlessness in moments that could be quiet, an inability to enjoy what is already present without checking what might be missing. Desire promises energy, but delivers fatigue, not dramatic exhaustion. A low, constant tiredness, the tiredness of always leaning forward, always reaching, always measuring. This is why Buddhism does not aim to destroy desire. It aims to understand it, to see how it works, what it asks from us, and what it gives in return. When desire is observed closely, it is revealed as movement without arrival, a gesture that repeats itself. The object changes, the feeling does not. Desire says, "When I get this, I will rest." But when this arrives, desire points again. Rest is postponed, peace is delayed. The problem is not wanting. It is wanting without pause, wanting without space to feel what is already enough. In a culture of comparison, pausing is an act of resistance, not against success, against exhaustion. The Buddha taught that freedom does not come from fulfilling every desire, but from seeing through the promise it makes, seeing that desire is not evil, just unreliable. It cannot give what it advertises. Happiness does not come from eliminating desire forcefully. It comes from loosening identification with it, from noticing this is a pull, not a command. When desire is not obeyed immediately, something interesting happens. The body settles, the urgency fades, and underneath, there is often no lack at all, just habit, the habit of reaching outward whenever stillness appears. Desire keeps us busy, so we do not have to feel the quiet. But the quiet is not empty. It is where rest lives. It is where comparison dissolves. Because in stillness, there is no audience, no ranking, just presence. The man in the dark room eventually sets the phone aside, not because he is disciplined, because he is tired. He notices the silence. At first it feels uncomfortable, then neutral, then unexpectedly relieving. Nothing has been gained, nothing achieved, and yet something releases. Desire does not disappear forever. It will return, tomorrow, in another form. But each time it is seen clearly, its grip weakens slightly, not through control, through understanding. The Buddha did not promise a life without wanting. He pointed to a life without being dragged, without being endlessly pulled by comparisons that never end. Desire without pause keeps the heart tired. Desire with awareness loses its authority. And in that loss, something simple returns. Enoughness, not as an idea, as a feeling, a quiet permission to stop chasing what was never going to rest us anyway. If you choose to follow this channel, it truly helps me keep creating and improving these reflections. And if not, that's completely okay. I'm grateful you spent this time here. I'll see you tomorrow in the next episode. Until then, I wish you a calm and peaceful day.